And hello guys, and welcome back to my first video here in my channel. And today I'm going to teach you this tutorial of how to start up the FlyByWireA32NX, which is a lot of people have struggled with, and I want to make the most updated version of it. So without any talking, let's get started, right? So first thing you notice is that it is very detailed. This plane, it's very detailed. Like almost every button works. Not the circuit breakers, and not this, which works in the Phoenix A320, but it doesn't really matter. So today I'm going to teach you how to start up this plane with the most for the level of just flight. Now something that I noticed right here is that my throttle quadrant is pretty broken. I'm going to fix that right now, and I will tell you when I'm done. Okay, so I fixed that. Now you can see that it is working. Very good. So everything here works. Well, not all, almost everything. So here's our beautiful A320neo from Airbus, FlyByWire. And here in the background we have the 737-800, which is a very beautiful plane. Now let's start up. First thing you want to do is press Control 8, and you will come to the overhead panel. Just need Control 8 because Control 9 will get you to the upper stage, which is the circuit breakers, which doesn't really work. So we're not going to touch that right now, but the lights does work. So yeah. Going to get back to Control 8, and let's move the camera panel away. So there is a few stages in Airbus. It's very simple. In the default FlyByWire airplane, you can see that it says available on it. If we press that to the airplane is turning on, but we're not going to do that right now. It's automatically going to connect the GPU ground power unit to your aircraft automatically when you spawn into it. So now we're going to want to turn on those two batteries, and then from then, if we have this on available, we're going to press that, and it will turn a lot of things on in 1 second, very fast. Before we turn on the batteries, I'm going to check that those are on off, those on the wipers are on off, the master switch is on off, normal, retract, not arm, not nothing, just stays here. Okay, going to check that this is on off, okay. And here's off, and then we can start the airplane on. Okay, so let's do it, and then after we do those three, we're going to come from the left to right, from down to up. And it's very Airbus thing, you just need to press on every off button. If there is an off button, press it. Okay, so without any more talking, let's get to starting up the plane. Well, you can see tiny thing has started. And here beeps, 4 beeps. There's a countdown right here, which is something I don't know what. It's a thing in Airbus. Now you can see that not everything is turned on. So we're going to press external power. Boom. Here the 4 beeps again. And you can hear the fans turning on, which is great. I'm going to make you hear me. Now you can see that everything is turned on right now because we turned on the external power, but oh, why can't we see it? It is because the inertial reference system is not on. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is supply oxygen to the crew, then gun control, press that. If you heard this beep, it means it's good. Now do that in the order 1, 2, and then 3. 1, 2, and then 3. Now if we come back here, you see there is a timer right here. IR in a line, 7 minutes is the countdown, which how much time it will take for the IRS, which tells the plane where it is to load. I'm going to say right here now, realism. There's a line time, let's do instant. And you can see it has turned on, not everything. Okay, now everything has turned on. And now I can move that back to real. Okay. Now we're going to, after that, we're going to come back here. Set that to arm. If you are in a cold place, which we are not, we are in Madeira, so you're gonna want to turn these on. But if it's its fault, it's okay. But I'm going to turn them off because it's not that cold right here in Madeira. Now we're going to turn those on, only these ones, and then when we get close to engine start, we're going to turn those two on. Okay, now we don't need to do that because we're not you understand, we're not close to engine start. Now we'll go to fuel. Let's put full. It's instant. Alright. Because I have a gun space Xbox. Nope. Party options. Great. Okay. Let's continue, sorry. Now after we've done that, we're going to press on test. If you hear those beeps, it's good. And now we're going to check that there's no off in here. And then we're going to come back to here. I'm not going to do a full tutorial about that right now because it's very complicated and long. So now, what we need to do to start up our engines, we're gonna want to come back to our panel with Control +8, turn that to on. Now we're going to get back here and wait for it, and if it doesn't show that, we're going to press here on APO and then wait for it to say flap open. Here you can see it says flap open, and the flaps, which is somewhere, I don't know where is it, in the A320, is open, which takes air to the auxiliary power unit, which takes a compressed air and gives it power to the aircraft, and to start the engines, compressed air to start the main two engines. I will press start, and I will let you enjoy this startup procedure. Now, when you hear that it has stabilized, you're going to get back to the cockpit, and if you are hearing right, you can see here that it says available, which is good here, which is good. And we're going to turn on the bleed, which takes air from the APU and gives it to the packs, which is the fans and cooling system, AC. Now if I turn it off, you can see here it will say fault. Wait for it. Okay, it's because we have the external power on. Now you can see that there is fault. And we're charging up our batteries, which is good. Now because we're close to our engine start, we're going to turn these two on. And now in real life we're going to push back right now, but I don't want to do that right now because it will take a bit of time, because the GSX thing is very slow because it's realistic. So I'll just start up the engines here. Now again I will let you enjoy the startup procedure from the outside, so you can hear the engine start, which is very satisfying, and I love that. Now because we have everything ready, right, almost everything, I'm going to come back here, and if you have fuel on board, which we have, we're going to turn on the seatbelt signs, because of course it's very important. No, it's very important. Okay, so now let's start our beautiful engines. Now you can see when I move that here that the fans has stopped. Why? Because all of the air from the APU is not used for the air conditioning, it's used for the engines right now to start them up. So enjoy the startup procedure, and I'm going to be quiet. When you hear that it's stabilized again on 20%, okay, you see that it's now saying available, and these, it's not light up, and the fans has come back on. You can move that to here, then turn off the auxiliary power unit. You can see the temperature is now lowering, and it's turning off. Now, when we have our engines turned on, we can start taxiing, of course. I'm going to cheat myself, which is something the default simulator, which is called slow mode. You may know what it is. So I'm going to how you treat yourself in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, I'm going to come to here. You can see here we have the flight controls. I'm moving it to the right. Everything is moving to the right. Now, what we need to do is we need to check that everything is working. Let's start with the ailerons. Ailerons is working, and the speed brakes. Great. Now, elevators. Rudder. Great. We can see that everything is working. Great. We love that. Now let's start taxi. Now, here in Madeira, I'm going to put flaps 1. You can see the slats are coming down. You see it is S and F. You see the flaps. I'm going to wait for it. Now what I will put flaps 2. Why not? Well, that was fast. Okay, I have a great hydraulics. How fun. Now you need to push it up, and then it's armed, and let's start taxiing. Now, I turned off the parking brake. Now you can see we're starting to taxiing, but we're still on idle because it's not great. You can see that. Because in the A320 family, on the A320, it's on the default when that the engines automatically give you thrust, because it's 20% of the engines, it's giving you a little bit of thrust. It sounds like an alarm alert from Israel. Okay. Now, for takeoff, put that to max. Cabin check. Is first arm, ticket configure. Okay, never mind. We're not entering that right now. Whoa. Madeira is not the straight airport. Woo. That was a bit okay. Sorry about the background noises. Wait a second. Alright, I'm very sorry. Had to do something in my home. So let's continue taxiing. See the ailerons, okay, I have to go. Okay, let's continue. Now we're going to do a U-turn right here. Or cheat ourselves. Yes, I'm going to cheat myself. We're back here in the airplane. Now let's take off. We're going to check the parking brake is off. The brake fence is on because, you know, it's really very hot. The brakes, we need to avoid our takeoff. You can hear that. Okay, not hear nothing. Turn them on. Something turn off, which is the brake fence. Then we're going to turn them on because, you know, we're going to turn on the other throttle. We're not going to turn on the other throttle. Now, parking brakes are on. Going to move to climb. Check that the engines stabilize. Engines are stabilizing. Now move to takeoff. slightly up. Now when we see that it's stable, that this is staying on its number, put the gears in the life it's called positive rates. So when we have positive rate, now it's saying to us lever climb. We're going to move the lever to climb. Is what the now as you can see here the clues here, we're going to follow it what it wants. We're going to stay on the center of it as much as we can. Now it's making us climb to 10,000 feet. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I will leave it to it. If you like this video, I will make another video. Just let me know if you want another one.